Massive thanks to Cookiebot for sponsoring today's video. It really is the best in class automatic cookie consent solution. It scans your site for all those hidden third-party trackers and has built-in compliance templates. It's also a Google certified CMP. Oh, and it's free for smaller sites. Go check it out at jakson.co/cookiebot. Greetings WordPressers, Jackson here. Welcome to the channel. Nice to have you as always. So yeah, it's a bit like waiting for a bus. You know, you wait for an hour and a half, no buses, and then 3 come along all at once. Last week's bus was pretty good. If you haven't seen that video, go and check out last week's bus. What a corker. This week's bus is also very special, nearly on a par with last week's bus. Last week's being the new responsive controls coming to WordPress 7.1. Go and check that video out. Link is in the description as well. This week's bus is another missing feature. Quite why it has been missing for years. Forget your hour and a half waiting for a bus. This has been missing since the get-go. Should have been there. End of. Period. Yes, we're talking about a feature that is, I mean, I don't know. I cannot remember the last time I created a site that didn't have this feature on it. And what we're talking about is buttons. Buttons that change their colors when you hover over them and when you click them, when they're active or in focus. It's called pseudo states, if you want to know the technical CSS phrase for it, but it's just button states. I mean, go to any website, any single website on this planet, and you will hover over that button, click on that button, and it will change color, change shape, add a border. It'll do something. It's called user experience. Anyway, in WordPress 7.1 coming in August, it's finally arrived, and we don't have to use custom CSS to accomplish that sort of thing. You could just do it all in the browser, all in the site editor and the block editor. So yeah, let's get on with it. It's the new button states for WordPress 7.1. Right then, better late than never. Okay, site running WordPress 7.1, beta 3 no less, ladies and gentlemen, 2025. It's just a simple site with a couple of buttons on a page, on the home page. If we go to our pages, we'll see our home page there. And I just might zoom out a little bit there. And there's our 2 buttons. So these are the standard buttons, fill and outline. And you will notice, actually, probably a bit more obvious here, there is some hover states going on there, but that's not controllable by you, the block editor. That is a bit of custom CSS that's built into the theme. And that's how we had to do it up until today. So let's see how it all works then. So we've got the default button. It's normally called the fill. And we've got an outline button there as well. And if we look up the top here in this ellipsis, that's the 3 little dots going down, by the way. State default, click on it. What? Wait, what? Hover, focus, focus visible, active, get in. Superb stuff. So if we switch to hover, we see we get this little indicator here. And we say, well, we want the color on hover to be yellow. And we want the background color to be purple. There we go. We click off. Wow, we have got it. We've done it. It's all very, very good. But to be fair, let's get back to our hover state. Let's remove that. Let's just reset all and reset all. So we're back to the beginning because we don't want to do it. Well, I mean, you can do it this way, but remember this is on this button on this group in this section on this page only. Now, 9 times out of 10, your button states, hovers and actives and all that sort of stuff, you want to build that into your theme. And so we don't do it on a block by block basis, even if we kind of reuse the pattern sort of thing. Coming back to that in a second. We use the styles and we change the hover state on the block itself, like the actual fill block and the outline block at theme level, so global styles level. If you don't see the global styles icon, it means that you are not showing the template. See, I've got show template clicked here. If you untick that, it goes to that kind of view, which has always been rubbish in my view. And why it just doesn't default as showing the template, i.e. so you can see the header, the footer and everything in context, as in what you see is literally what you get. It's beyond me. why it's not default. But anyway, that's if you're not seeing the styles icon, that's the reason. And we don't want to change it at section page level. We want to change it at block level for the entire theme. So if we scroll down a little bit and find our button, and we see that it is the main button and with the option to change the outline button. Let's go back to the main and look here, states. We have got a states drop down here that pops up the same thing that we saw before. And so let's do our hover, and we get that same indicator that we are on the hover state. And so on the hover state of the main fill button, we want the color to be black and we want the background to be white. And we see when we hover over it, we get a change. Now, because there's no border on the default state, we need to stick a border on the hover state, and we make that black as well. But you see that there's a little jump there. That's because there's no border on the default state. So let's go to our default state and stick a 1px border on that, and then we won't get that sort of jumpiness. See what I mean? And we can do the same for the outline. If we go to our style variations, click outline. Now we'll go to our state and again hover, and on our hover we want it to be white and we want our background color to be black. And there we go. Look at this. Look at this. Save that. Save that. Let's look at the front end and just wonder at the majesty of this new update. Look, controllable hover states. Obviously, you can do that with all the active states and the other pseudo classes. I'm not going to get into that because you kind of get the drift right. But you see how it's very snappy. It's like yes, no, on, off. You know, there's a very simple fix here. And because we need to transition between the two states, right? And why this isn't part of this, I do not know. Anyway, but if we go to the element here, you know I love a little bit of CSS. If we put in transition 0.5 s, that's 0.5 seconds transition, and look at this. Oh, way more beautiful. Obviously we could do the same for that, but let's just copy that declaration, because also in our global styles we can add a little bit of CSS. We can get that on our main and do the same for our outline variation. Let's get the advanced open. Let's get our transition in there, save that, back to our front end, and look, oh, glorious, absolutely superbness. One little tiny shortcoming, which is that, for example, on my starter block theme, free download in the freebies page of my website, by the way, is I always include like lots of different code examples so that you can that are specifically for building out sites and all the core stuff you need, functions and stuff to help you on your way. You see I've got this register block style. Now I've actually got that in a snippet here on Fluent Snippets, and it's a basic version of that. So if we just activate that, go back to our home page, just give that a refresh, and we just go into that button and we duplicate that and we make that the blue that is now available to us. Now that doesn't have any hover state, let alone a transition, but you can do the hover states at page level block. But the bummer is that it doesn't pick up the variation in our theme level blocks, because if we go to buttons as normal on our styles, you see, because we've added this new variation called blue with our little bit of PHP snippet there, it doesn't pick it up, and I think it kind of should. I don't know how complicated that would be to implement, dearest WordPress core developers, but it is a bit of a shortcoming. But of course you can do it at the settings level, so we could go, you know, our blue button on hover can be color whatever, pink, and background color that purple. So you see what I mean? It's doable, but of course you can't store that across your global styles. So in which case at this point you could actually make patterns that you can reuse with all the hover states and the active states on and all the rest of it for when you're building out your site, you know, just loads of patterns, and you could maybe have sets of buttons, whatever. And fundamentally, if you're building out pattern sections, then it's likely that it will be a single button, call to action, whatever, and you'd have the right one in for your clients to then change the text on if they use their patterns correctly. Anyway, stonking. I'll take it. I'll bite your hand off for it. Yep, another one that was needed a long time ago, but hey, it's here, and we get what other page builders have been doing for centuries now. And if you want to see that responsive feature that's coming in 7.1, that's the video for you right there. But until next time, I shall see you later.